Hey folks, I hope everybody's having a great one. This is week 12 of our high yield dividend reviews. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Alex. In this channel, I document my journey of building passive income in order to achieve financial independence. So glad you can join us. Okay, let's hop right into it. We're going to make it brief today. This is my channel for those of you who are new. Got 33 subscribers. Thank you everybody who's subscribing and watching my content. I'm doing weekly reviews of the performance of our market and how our dividends are holding up. Also covering some of the different ETFs that I'm investing in. So check out these videos and others. And yeah, so market, folks, has been really rocky, to say the least, this year. Again, we saw another red week. We're down 2.4% and S&P 500 since Monday's open. If we look at the 1 month chart, we're down 6.27%, quite a bit. Year to date, we're down 4.9%. Okay, so again, this is pretty rocky. And the question I had about 3 weeks ago, do I go all in? Do I DCA? Do I throw chunks in? If you've seen my previous videos, I did put in a pretty large investment. But if we zoom out a little bit, folks, this is what it looks like. Okay, this is S&P 500 since 1996, which was $748. Now we're up to $5,500. As you can see, we did have dips. Here's our 2008 crisis. Here's our COVID 2020, 2022 pullback, and what we're experiencing right now. Now, most folks are in agreement that this is due to a lot of things that are going on with the tariffs, with unemployment, with just all the changes that are going on, and with Trump's administration. Now, nobody knows when the bottom is. Nobody knows when it's going to pick back up. So most of the time, bears do last for a few months. Bears last shorter than bulls. We've had bull runs for pretty consistent periods. If you look here, from 2020, we had a bull run through 2021. And then we had a bear from December 2021 down to October. So this was about a 10-month bear. We don't know how long this bear is going to be. This might be 5 months. This might be 2 months. Nobody really knows. You don't know when that bottom is, but what we do know is that if we believe in the U.S. economy, we should continue to invest continually. Now, what we're doing with this, for those of you who haven't seen my portfolio, I've invested close to $200,000 at this point. I started out with 12 grand. I moved in $175,000 a week ago and just got hammered. Again, if I had a crystal ball, I would know when to invest, but I don't. So this is what we have. As you can see, my largest holding is XDTE. This is a 26% position of my portfolio. Initially, I invested a little bit under $50,000. We are down 3.2% year to date. XBay, we're down 3.3%. This is a 10% position. I had a little bit under 20 grand invested into it. SPY, we're down 3.9%. This is another 10% position. QQQI, this trades on NASDAQ 100. We're down 5.19% year to date, and that's another 10% position. This was interesting. QQQI has seen the largest hit compared to the other ones. XBay held up better than SPY, which I was kind of impressed with. Moving on to JEPQ, down 3.43% year to date, and we have a 10% position in this as well. Now we're getting to the risky ones. BTCI, this is on the Bitcoin from Neos. I had an 8% position. We're down almost 7%, down $1,000, over $1,000 down this week. It's a pretty big hit. This one hurt a lot, but this one does pay a lot. So we'll see what happens. QDT, another one from Roundhill, down 5.4%. This is a 5.5% position. We're floating a little bit under 10 grand here. MSTY, this is the cover call strategy by YieldMax on MSTR stock. This one took a 10.5% hit this week. Ouch. Just on Friday, we had a little bit under 10% hit. Quite a bit of erosion here. PLTY, this is the YieldMax fund on Platy, on the Palantir. And we don't have our losses here because it just paid a dividend. So we'll see that's going to happen on Monday. NVIDIA, this is YieldMax on NVIDIA. Again, same thing. We have a small position here, 2.7%. Not sure when that percentage is. SMCY, this is play on MicroStrategy. I'm sorry, this is a play on SMCI. And we are down 14.4%. We have a 2.5% position. When I was building this, I had a few videos where I was playing around with different scenarios and how I wanted to allocate my risky versus my core holdings. And I'm really glad that I had a much smaller position in all of these high risky yield ones, because we've seen how much they got hammered this week. AIPI, this one is from Rex Funds. This plays on AI stocks. We're down almost 8%. This is a 2.3% position. Then we have YMAX. YMAC, I had these in my original $12,000 portfolio. Year to date, we're down 20%. Wow. And on Friday, we're down a little bit under 3%. CLM, CRF, again, these were from our original portfolio, and we were down 2.6, 2.7 on Friday. Year to date, 15 and 17. I have a 1% position on each one of these. TSLP, this is a play by Curve on Tesla. We were down 3% on Friday. Year to date, down 37%. Really got hit with this one. I'm glad I didn't go into it. A lot of stuff going on with Tesla right now. And the rest of them are under 1% positions. I'm not even going to review them. Okay, so that's what we got. I mean, right here, this is what we're down year to date, almost $11,000. You know, this kind of hurts. It really hurts, but again, we're holding on. I think we'll bounce back. We believe in the long term of the market. And this is why when I went over this portfolio, I wanted to have a core position in funds that don't promise us the moon, but hold on to NAV. These are funds like JPQ, QQI, SPY, XPay, XDT. These are really stable funds. If you can see here, my position in these funds is close to 70%. So I want to have a nice, strong foundation. So I'm glad I did that. Again, I'm losing on the upside with some of the risky ones, but on bears like this, it really helps me out to minimize my losses. So again, all losses are captured once we sell. We're not selling, we're holding on. We're going to see what next week's going to be. This is the week of tariffs. It can go either way. Donald Trump's really unpredictable. He might postpone the tariffs. He might cancel it. There might be a deal that comes through. We don't know what's going to happen. And really, you know, people can say that you bought at the wrong time. You might make a point there, but I don't know. I don't know which way it's going to go. So we're going to continue to invest. We're going to continue to monitor this portfolio. So year to date, I'm down 5.94%. If you compare that to the total stock market, if we look at VOO, that's the S&P 500. I always mix these up. VTI. Okay, so total stock market year to date is down 5.47%. I'm down 5.94. So I'm about 0.5% more down than the total stock market. So I would say I'm tracking along the stock market pretty well so far. Okay. All right, let's hop into my favorite part, and this is the dividend tracker. This is what I use to track my dividends as they're coming in. I had to add some more tickers here. I'll make sure I am capturing all of these. I haven't double checked this, and I haven't, so I need to make sure I'm getting all of these dividends in here. So let me do that. Cross-check my math, 895. Okay, so this is week 12. All right, we're gonna mark this one gray. This week already passed by. All right, so we are on week 12. Let me zoom in a little bit for those of you on mobile. And okay, so this week we got payment from AIPI. Remember, I only bought this on Monday and I already got paid this week for it, which is pretty phenomenal. $128, not bad. SPY I got almost 200 bucks. Again, I bought this right on Monday and I already got my dividend. BTCI 373. QQQI got $223. I got a little bit under $1 from FEPI, which I only have like 50 bucks in that fund. XDT I got $218. QDT I got $9. I'm getting 66 bucks. That's gonna settle on Monday. So whatever settles, I'm moving that to the next week just to make my tracking a little bit easier. I got a buck from RDT. This is one of my positions under 1%. So at some point, I'll probably just sell it off so it's easier for me to track all this stuff. YMAG, YMAX, again, these are from old positions. We got 14 and 25 bucks there. Okay, so total for the week, we got $1,185.44. And that's pretty good. I'll take it. Okay, so next week, and I just saw these this morning. I'm recording this on Saturday the 29th. I'm already seeing some of the dividends that are going to pop in for next week on Monday. And these are the ones that are coming in. So this is a future look, and I already got $895 in the works there. So, you know, when I look at that, I really like to see this on down days. It gives me some hope. If you're not getting dividends, if you're just investing lump sum and you see the market go down, I can see how that can affect your mood. Okay, year to date, we got, and again, this is going to count the future dividends. We got year to date almost $3,000, $2,979 year to date in dividends. Now, I did have a glitch with some of these actually going into reinvest into that same fund. So I reached out to Fidelity. I'm trying to figure it out why that's happening, but I did already adjust everything. It shouldn't drip back into these funds. So hopefully all that gets squared away, and next week's dividends, we will get them and we'll be able to spend that money on some of the bills that I have. So that's what I got there. And that's all I wanted to cover on this video, folks. So thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you watching. Please give me a like. Leave some comments below. See what you think. Am I making a mistake? Or what do you think is going to happen next week? I want to know. Okay, so subscribe if you haven't yet. And have a great weekend, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.